right, we're live.
Hello.
And Giggler's right on time. I love it. There he is. Hey. All right. So we have Miss Jenna Belk. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have
Hello.
Malty, we have
Hello.
Giggler, we have Justin, we have the other Jenna. It's great. How is everyone?
Pretty good.
Good. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. How's the week been?
Well, you're on Nonprofits now, aren't you?
I am. And
Have you
also
recorded any
Malty
yet?
too. Yeah. I recorded. We we had a show this past Sunday together that we recorded, and I had did one the week before, so it's been fun.
And Malty too. Awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll be recording another one next Wednesday.
What's the format like? Because I heard it changed.
Yeah, it did a little bit. It's 4 articles, 3 that are serious. One's then a like a looking back or day in the life of a prominent atheist, and then 1 funny article. So 3 things that are kind of serious, 1 historical, and 1 humorous. We all try to fit that into a discussion in 90 minutes. Yeah.
We kind of give it to where we're not always talking about, since these are pre-recorded, we're not always talking about just the most current event stuff, unless it's going to be aired that following. But it's kind of like you give your own kind of banter behind that topic or news article or what have you. So it's been cool.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, a lot of what is Johnny calling it? Deep digs. So like talking about, I'm going to be talking about not too much detail, but the difference between vengeance and justice. So I've been digging into psychology and psychology today and things like that to try to get some ideas up for that in relation to a prominent religious figure that's kind of in disgrace right now. So, things like that.
What is that?
Have y'all talked about the? I heard a teenager is up for sainthood.
I didn't.
What was that? What was that, like that 17-year-old or
Yeah. I think he was 17 and he was something about he was really into the internet, just to really, really summarize it, and apparently miracles happened.
Okay.
I got online and miracles happened.
Yeah.
When did this person die?
2005, I think.
Okay. And it's an internet personality up for sainthood. I'm confused.
Let me pull it up. I can pull it up and we can.
It's weird.
Italian teenager.
I would have hoped that the Catholic Church's requirement for miracles to make saints would have ended prior to the internet age. So this is actually kind of sad.
He died of cancer. This is 2006. And he embraced all about web, and he was like Carlo was the light answer to the dark side of the web, an influencer for God. So they dug into his emails and they looked for miracles, and they just came from all over the world. The Pope attributed unexplainable things to an unexplainable healing of a boy with a malformed pancreas after he came into contact with one of his shirts.
So the saint was able to cure other people, but not themselves.
Correct.
Okay. God is a dick.
Yeah, right?
Well, maybe it was the mail delivery of his shirt that blessed it.
Oh yeah.
However, that kid came in contact with his shirt.
Yeah, just that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
I don't get it.
Oh my gosh. No, I remember seeing that just earlier today, actually. Gosh, that's weird. I have a surprise. I finally got my gift.
Yes.
This is so cool. Yes.
Yay!
Yes.
Malty
Yeah,
has
there's-
this too.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Awesome.
This is so awesome.
I'm
This is-
feeling slightly left out here.
Oh, you need to volunteer for the ACA.
Yeah, we're like the Power Rangers.
This is how
Morphin'
we got
time.
But
our
this is
powers.
way cooler than a trophy,
There you go.
right?
It is. I love it. It is so legit. I almost took it to my office for work, but I was like, no, I have to show it off
use
first.
it.
Yeah.
I have
But
it just sitting on my computer.
The letter
Is it a-
that came with it was so nice.
Yes.
Is it a coaster?
Yeah.
It is.
So I legit have a need for it, and I don't have one. I'm really still left out.
So it looks like a 1/4-inch ABS with non-sticky or non-skid backing, and then CNC engraved with and then he said he used a cricketer to put the cork in the top.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Didn't he say he handmade these or?
Yeah, he.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Greg made them.
Yeah, that's awesome. Great.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought he like had them made.
I
Just
think
just
he
keep
made
making it sound better and better, so it hurts more. And more.
You need to volunteer. Volunteer.
So if you don't have one,
Get yourself a CNC router, and I'm sure you can find programs on GitHub.
yes. Justin, what's up? Oh, Giggler.
Mm-hmm. You were asking how everyone's doing this
Yeah.
week, and I have been incredibly sad this week.
Why?
I'm sad for our country. I'm disturbed. I've never been a big Twitter fan, but I have been hooked on the president's tweets, and I refuse to follow him. I'm not going to be one of his followers, but that means I'm refreshing the page every 5 minutes to see what this idiot is up to.
Why?
It's nonsense. It's utter nonsense. He's spewing nonsense all over Twitter. Did anyone see his speech Thursday last week? Did you guys see that?
Yes.
Okay, so
I read it on my cousin's page.
I was in the car listening to the radio, and they said, "Hey, the president's gonna be speaking at 3:30. He's a little bit late." And I'm like, "Oh, cool. I'll go home and watch the president speak." I go home and turn the TV on, Channel 4, NBC. President starts speaking. 5 minutes into his speech, Lester Holt cuts in, just cuts off the president, switches to the anchor, and says, "Okay, what the president's saying is not true."
Yeah.
It's basic. And so I want to hear what the president has to say. So I switched channels to Channel 2. I got to see 30 seconds more of the president than their anchor cut in. Okay, we need to point out that what the president's saying is not true. It was phenomenal. It was just phenomenal. I wound up having, I had to go to the radio. Every channel bailed out on him. I had to go to the radio to hear the president speaking. Just nonsense, just utter nonsense. And he hasn't stopped on Twitter.
Yeah, even Fox News did it. And he's basically abandoned Fox News. And he's just attacking them the same as any other network.
Oh,
And he's only supporting like Newsmax or something and OAN, which
what about Breitbart? Wait a minute. Okay.
I guess he's still supporting Breitbart, but
Okay.
all of the tweets that he's retweeting are the ones that are saying that OAN is a better network, or the only the true patriot network.
Mhm.
When is the leadership of the Republican Party going to step away from this guy?
There
Because
is no
destroying
leadership.
Whoa.
That's a sign that we need to stop talking about it.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
that was
Work
a,
is-
It's a
I gotta
sign
work
from
things on
God.
that. I told you 6:30 is a terrible time for me. But no, if he doesn't stop, there's no way we wind up in a situation where half the country isn't pissed off and feeling like they got cheated in this election. Either Biden, who wins the election, gets to be the next president, or Trump is successful in his nonsense. I think that's far less likely, but boy, there's a lot of paths for him to lose this election and still get another term. And yeah, either way, half the country's going to be fucking pissed off and angry.
Well, I mean, they've been like that for a long time. So
This
I
is
mean,
this
I
is
think the whole country is pissed off and angry.
yeah.
this is so different though. Like, I don't see this guy conceding. If
No.
Joe Biden gets inaugurated January 20th, January 31st, Trump's still going to be bitching that he won the
But
election.
you know what? That's fine because I mean, lawfully, it doesn't have to.
They'll get a
It's
new
fine.
White House.
Yeah, they need to quarantine that shit anyways. You know,
He's gonna build it. He's gonna build a new one across the street.
tear that shit down. Call
All
it
right, you
1501.
just stay there.
I don't know if I told you guys this story, but I went on a Cub Scout hike on Saturday, and one of the other parents works for the Secret Service. He's stationed here in Southern California, but works for the Secret Service. And he told me they've already had talks about their contingency plans should this president decide not to leave on January 20th, what they're going to do. It's phenomenal.
Well, you know, Biden said the FBI and Secret Service and whoever will have no problem escorting, you know, the former president, Mr. Trump, off of the lawn.
grounds.
Yeah. Well, because he'll be trespassing.
Sure. Yeah. True.
Anyway, so yeah, my week has been shitty. Probably partially because my parents, my older sister, they believe everything this guy says. So they're thoroughly convinced there was massive voter fraud. And I try to tell them, like, in order to believe that Trump only lost because of massive voter fraud, you first have to believe that roughly half the country voted for one guy and roughly half the country voted for the other, and one of them won by a slim margin. That seems super easy to believe. That seems like exactly what happened.
Okay. So yes, like, okay, my entire family basically is Republican. But I just talked to my mom, and she doesn't really support Trump. She's just a, you know, what is it? A single issue voter. It's the pro-life thing.
Yeah.
You know, but then I go on another family member's page and I just see oh my God.
Yeah, I've met both kinds of people. Like, some people you talk to when they say they voted for Trump, and you ask them, okay, you like Trump? And they go, no, I voted for the party. I voted for my political ideology. I get that. And they're the ones who are kind of, like, my wife's one of these people. She's really embarrassed by what Trump's doing. But it's the true believers that scare me.
But, you know, the thing is, I think we're missing something in that, you know, it's like, I'm digging into something with Cambridge Analytica behind it again. You know, one of the things that they said about the 2016 election when I was, this is what Cambridge Analytica or Steve Bannon said, who's part of Cambridge Analytica, is that even though Trump lost the popular vote, he won the Electoral College, and that came down to data. That came down to being able to put money and influencing people in the right spots. It was strategic in a way that it had never been before. So in this election, when we had the highest turnout of ever on any election, to see that flip, and this is not as close as I think you might be seeming to say. I don't know, Gigler. Are you saying that it was really close with what is it, 300 and how many electoral difference?
What's really close? You know, to me, when 150 million Americans voted and one guy got 5 million more votes, that's roughly 50-50. We're talking 3.5% difference. Electoral College was closer than that. Depending on the states haven't been decided yet, but it just seems intuitive that we all kind of knew half the country leaned one way, half the country leaned the other. We saw those results in the last election. It doesn't feel like there was massive voter fraud required for Biden to win by a slim margin. It doesn't make any sense. But people are just buying it. People are just buying it.
I see. So if you were to see massive voter fraud, then he would have won by a large margin?
In order for massive voter fraud to be the explanation of the Joe Biden win, we would have had to go into this election expecting a massive Trump victory and then been stunned that it didn't happen. Nobody was doing that. We all went into this not knowing who was going to win. I think all of us were probably pretty anxious on election night. What the hell is this stupid country going to do? We were all super relieved on Saturday. And then the shenanigans, except the shenanigans didn't begin on Saturday. They began on Thursday. But they didn't begin on Thursday because 2 months ago, Trump said, the only way I lose this election is massive voter fraud, which means
play from the beginning.
The evidence of voter fraud is me losing. The evidence of a fair vote is me winning.
Yeah.
And I was surprised to see, and I saw a video of him saying it. He said it in 2016. I didn't realize that. A month before the 2016 election, people asked him, are you going to accept the results of the vote? If I win, otherwise they're cheating. Yeah. That's how my 4-year-old handles a loss, right? He begins to cry, he throws a fit, he flips the board in the air and announces everybody was cheating.
You cheated.
Don't laugh, Jenna. You're going to be there for 4 years. You can deal with this. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
Other Jenna.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pregnant one.
Sorry. That's right. Congratulations, by the way. That's exciting.
Hey, that's a happier topic.
Yes. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about baby talk.
We are so not ready.
Aww.
Just like we just have a very small place, and
yeah,
like things like a litter box. I'm like, where are we gonna put that? I don't know.
Aw. Yeah,
but
that's how you need starting out, because for like the first year or so, you're just basically all going to be in one room for the most
oh really?
For the most part, yeah. Depending on how well they sleep through the night.
That's true. They don't start walking yet.
No, and so I have a 8-month-old, and he has his own bed and own crib and stuff. But that's because we got all that stuff for my daughter. She's 4 now. But she slept in my room until she was almost a year. But my son, I was over it, and we started putting him in his own bed at like 4 months or so. Before then, you have a pack and play, or something that goes in your room, like right next to your bed, pretty much.
Yeah, somebody actually got us a bassinet off of the registry.
Yeah,
Aww.
yeah. So our pack and play has like an attachment that goes on top, so it's sort of like a bassinet, 2-in-1 thing. But yeah.
Yeah.
No, so I mean, I wouldn't worry about it right now. You got some time.
We do.
Almost probably like a year and a half before you start thinking like, okay, something's got to give now.
Well, but you know what? I can't get anybody to schedule an appointment with me.
Huh?
I'm 8 weeks tomorrow, and nobody will schedule an appointment with me.
Oh, you're not even pregnant till it's official. You got to certify those results.
Right? Like, I'm trying to get Medicaid.
Yeah.
So the way to prepare for having a new baby in the house, and I'm sure Justin can back me up on this, is what you want to do is when you get in bed at night, set the alarm to go off in about 45 minutes, and then all night long, just press snooze every 9 minutes. And by the time you have the baby in the house, you'll be fully trained for how sleep is going to work.
You'll be so sleep deprived.
Oh, we're trying to enjoy it while we can.
Is that always the case, though? Like, really?
I have some friends who have never had to do that.
Yeah, some of them sleep. Some of them sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
some of them don't.
I was like that, though. I was apparently a very loud child.
Yep. Good luck.
Yeah.
you'll see.
So you're saying you can't get into a doctor to get, because you got to have like a.
Well, just even social services. It sounds like she's not able to get in touch with.
Huh.
Well, I'm supposed to wait on Medicaid to call me, and that can take up to 45 days.
Yeah.
So are you trying to like stock up on food and stuff now, or what is the goal for that as far as preparation?
I just want to see if I'm okay, because what I found out was when I hit my head, I was pregnant already. And so I was like, I don't know if that means something. I don't know if my blood sugar is off. I don't know. I just want to check and see if things are okay.
Oh, okay.
And it's like I wouldn't be worried about it if I wasn't already 8 weeks and still can't even get an appointment.
Right.
It's like that takes time.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I did get a call from WIC today though, and they are going to have me certified as of tomorrow.
Okay.
So I can start getting food and stuff.
Good. Yeah, you can start stocking up on things. I don't know what exactly is on the the allowable list, but I don't know if you've been on it before, but you basically just go to the store, and a lot of stores will have, if it's WIC allowed, it'll have a sign next to the product on the shelf.
There's an app that you can search products and see what's on there.
And they got like books and stuff too. It's most of it is perishable goods, so it's stuff that you can't really stock up on, unfortunately. But for things like there's probably a bunch of cereals and
cereal grains,
grains.
and there's some of the juices you can get in either in can or in the jugs that are shelf stable.
Yeah, and if you can
we're big water people.
Yeah.
We just drink water and milk.
Yeah.
And I drink almond milk.
You'll get your milk, definitely.
Milk is definitely one of the big things.
You'll get milk, eggs, and peanut butter.
It's cool. I mean, that's basically we eat vegetables and fruit and all that. That's basically what we eat.
I don't remember if formula is on there or not, but if you should get as much of that as humanly possible if it's on there.
It is. It will be. Unless things have changed since I worked retail grocery, but I was.
Yeah. It's not. I mean, formula and stuff is not as bad as people think. But when you add in, formula, diapers, and then bottles, and bottles get disgusting with formula and stuff, so you throw those away quite often, and then cleaning supplies and everything, it does add up. But I think for us, formula alone is probably between $20 and $30 a week, so it's not terrible.
My goal is to try to breastfeed. I just know that sometimes kids don't take.
Yeah, it's very hit or miss.
Yeah.
Oh, and my sister, she just couldn't produce enough. So
right, that's you.
We're able to, she was able to supplement. But
excited though.
Yeah,
that's great.
It's the size of a lima bean.
The apps will tell you every couple of weeks what new inanimate object your child is sizing now. Yeah. Eventually, it's like an avocado, and you're like, "Whoa! This is getting too much. Get this thing out of me."
It doesn't feel real.
Oh, I hope you have an easy pregnancy then.
I haven't had any morning sickness.
Oh, it's gonna creep up on you.
My mom didn't have any, and she had 7 of us.
Whoa!
So she loved being pregnant, and so far I do too. I've actually cut back on my anxiety pills. Like I feel better.
Well, there's definitely like major hormonal changes.
Yes, I've noticed. I'm like, this feels good. So I'm like, okay, all right. Postpartum depression, that's gonna be a thing. It's like withdrawal.
Oh man.
But
so
that's okay.
Has your like routine changed? Like since like, oh, I'm gonna be a mom now. Gotta change things up.
Actually, it's surprisingly easier to get chores done. Weirdly enough, like it takes me a lot of effort to start cooking something. But last night I was like, I need tacos, and I just made like some really good tacos. All right, I can do this. I can be a mom, I think. Maybe.
If you look, all you got to do is feed it, and well, this is from me, so don't. This is the bare minimum. Is just feed them and don't drop them from too high of a distance.
And when you inadvertently drop them, don't be too hard on yourself.
Right, I've heard kids are durable.
Just say this can't be the only time this has happened.
Wow. Okay. You know what? They're the only people in the room that have kids, so I don't even know.
We survived as a species way before there was childproof.
I watched my 8-month-old do a front flip off the couch onto his head, and then roll over, and then sit up and start watching TV again. So that's the only way he knows how to move around. They do bounce though.
On his head.
Oh no, we're atheists talking about babies.
Yeah, bouncing babies off the floor like basketballs. Not very high. It depends. It depends on how rubbery the ground is.
Oh no.
They were designed low to the ground with flexible bones for a good reason. They can take a spill. They're more resilient than you would think.
This is the. This is the caliber of people you'll be joining here soon.
I did get to experience. I was 11 when my youngest brother was born, and so I was the babysitter. So I at least have that. But I was 11. It's a little bit of time. has passed.
It's the same, you know.
Well, but it turns out I actually might be autistic too, but he's autistic as well. So I don't know if that means if he was different in any way. I don't know. He did talk a little bit late.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, for the first like 8 months to a year, you're going to look at your kid and say, look, I understand in my head fully how they can say that we evolved from primates because this kid is obviously a monkey. They're wild. They make random noises. They just like shovel food into their face with no regard of whether it goes in their mouth or not.
And they get chunky. I like chunky babies.
They're shaped all crazy because their body doesn't know what's going on yet.
That reminds me when my little brother, when he came home from the hospital, my little sister comes out. She's like, "Oh my God, he's so cute!" And I look at him. I'm like, "No, he's not." And I was like, "Oh yeah, it's the toddlers, the chunky faces. Okay, he'll get cute."
Yeah,
and he did.
Fresh out? No.
I was like, "That's not cute."
I don't like them when they're fresh out.
You gotta put it back in the oven for a few weeks.
I look like a wrinkly red little rat.
Let me visit it after a month when it has some more color.
Come back to it later.
Set it a little bit. Yeah.
A little shape.
Oh my God. I mean, you were asking us before the show, like, what we do in our free time. What do you do in your free time?
A lot.
Do you have a lot of free time?
I do. I don't have a job right now.
I know you do. You have a job right now. Okay.
All I have is my activism, which my brain is totally off because of the hormones, and so I'm like, it's really hard for me to stream right now. But I color with glitter gel pens. I crochet. I pole dance. I stand up paddleboard. I like plants. I like plants now. I have succulents, and I have a tomato.
I like.
Yeah, I like all kinds of things.
Oh, Malty does growing things.
I have in the past. Yeah.
What did you grow?
Oh, well, when I was growing up, we had pretty much a full-on garden. But here at this place, mostly just like 4 foot by 8 foot planter boxes, raised beds that I would do vegetables in. Or, you'd get the little really cute cost-effective starter plants and then raise them up for a year or something not greenhouse, but until they're large enough, and then you can put them out for just landscaping, that kind of stuff. Just trying to improve the place, and mostly tomatoes, because you get some nice varieties.
I'm so bad with plants.
My favorite is I have 3 different kinds of begonia. And it's like the first time I found out that one of the plants that I loved was a begonia, I was like, oh, that's why you always hear those ladies bitching about somebody messing up their begonias. I was like, because they're awesome. There's a watermelon begonia, and there's an iron cross begonia, and a wax begonia is what I have, and they're just beautiful. And they're so easy to grow. Like, you just pick a leaf, even not even a whole stem, just a leaf, and just put it somewhere and it'll grow a whole new plant. So I've just got them like everywhere. Just all started from one plant.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's cool.
No, I can't grow shit. Like me and my sister try, because we own a home together, and so we try to, I don't know whether we just buy the wrong type of flowers for the season, and so the moment we get it, after about like a week and a half, it dies. And I'm like, I mean, we
try
paid X amount
begonias.
of money.
They're so much easier. They're so resilient.
That's
like, you just water it once a week and flip it around. That's it.
Like, we give up and just get succulents, and those grow like crazy.
Yes,
Love those.
like that.
Sounds like succulents. Just...
Sounds like there's a water problem.
Well,
we have too much water.
Yeah. Jenna's her real problem is that it requires going outside, and that's just too much effort.
I already have to go to work in the morning.
I had a garden when I was a kid. When I was growing up as well. We had cucumbers, jalapeno peppers, watermelon. We had a sunflower, and tomato. For some reason, tomatoes are always like they're popular because they're so easy to grow. I think.
Yeah.
So you can plant a couple, and then they kind of like take over the whole area eventually after a couple seasons. Green peppers. I mean, so we had quite a bit, but it was when I was really young, and I haven't tried it like myself as an adult. I look at my yard and I'm like, that's the yard.
I know growing up we had like a huge avocado tree. You know, those things take like years to like get wholly big, and that thing was like almost as tall as our house. It was I don't know why. I think one summer or winter, it was winter. It was like super, super windy. It just had to come down. Yeah. The avocados were great.
My mother-in-law has two pomegranate trees that she says were there when she moved there. Like she didn't ask for them, and they're just crazy producing. And she's like, I don't like pomegranates. I'll take them. So I go over there and just start picking pomegranates. It's awesome.
I like it.
Yay, plants. Nature. When I was in AA, that was my god, Mother Nature. And that pissed people off. That really pissed, because it was a chick. God can't be a chick.
Oh my gosh. Of course.
I never understood that.
Well, why not?
You know, a higher power could be a doorknob, and I'm like, how the fuck is a doorknob a higher power? I don't get it.
I don't know.
They need to watch Dogma.
I've seen that movie not too long ago. It still holds up.
Yeah.
Timeless.
The doorknob does have the advantage of existing.
And being functional. Yeah. That is true.
So why can't God be a chick?
Because ask a Christian.
Because AA is secretly a Christian cult.
Yeah.
It's not.
I mean, and
it's not a secret.
I think that it just started out as Christian, and it just had ways that it worked, and it does work, and it got me sober. But in fact helped me transition out of religion, because it helped me. Because of that whole, it can be a doorknob. I was like, oh, it can be anything I want. All right. So I got creative and got to play around with the idea of what God is to me, and that's how I started learning. So I do understand it is definitely Christian based, and there was Joel Osteen in rehab.
Oh, Joel.
But,
oh my God, have you seen him lately? I remember it was so random. One Sunday I was like waking up, and my sister had like fallen asleep on the couch, and the TV was on. I was walking to the kitchen, and for whatever reason, Joel Osteen was on the TV, and I'm like, that dude looks really orange. Like, why?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, right. I'm like, really? Are you seeing the same suntanner as Trump? Like,
right? Cheeto.
Yeah, like Cheeto color is in, apparently. I don't know, that guy. And then I started like, I just stood there listening for like 5 minutes, because sometimes I just want to stand there and be like, this is some crazy shit. He's just so positive and happy. God has something for you. He's gonna restore you. I'm like, oh God, I can't.
I kind of like Joel.
Really?
I'm a lifelong non-believer, but yeah, I find it a little bit uplifting. It's nonsensical
too. Like Joel.
He's
so...
yeah.
Is he one of the 25 million, or is he in the 40 million range?
He's
40 million what?
Oh, worth $40 million.
He's up there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well,
he's up there.
I guess he believes the prosperity gospel. It's working for him.
It is working for him. Yeah.
I mean, he has all the networks. He has like his own kind of XM radio thing going on. TV.
He's in every rehab.
So I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but I woke up Sunday morning and flipping around channels waiting for the NFL pregame shows to start. And usually it's just a lot of those paid religion things on every single channel. But one of the channels, there was a non-believer type show of the same kind.
Cool.
Who's the guy? I think it's Freedom from Religion. Dan Barker?
Yeah.
And he and his wife have a Sunday morning show that runs at the same time as this Joel Osteen things.
Awesome.
I wasn't aware of that. Yeah, it's so cool.
That is good to know. I wonder if we can find a link or something.
I wish. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure we can. So that would be, it would probably be on the Freedom from Religion site, I would think.
My bestie is
least
on
I
it.
think.
I know it. I could see it in his eyes. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you for confirming.
This is on a local station, right?
Yeah. It's when I first tuned into it, I thought it was another one of these religious paid programming type shows that we see all the time. And then I went, oh wait, that's Dan Barker, and that's, I forget his wife's name. That's why I know her too.
Yeah, it's the Freedom from Religion website said it's a weekly TV show, Free Thought Matters, airing Sunday in 8 major cities plus Madison, Wisconsin. But it's in Chicago, LA, Madison, New York, Phoenix, Portland, Sacramento, Seattle, and Washington, DC.
Oh my God.
Okay.
That reminds me, on MAGA Book,
I heard about that earlier on Ethan's channel.
there was a picture of California with Hollywood removed. And apparently people are advocating for removing Hollywood.
Okay.
Well,
Why?
they're so upset.
Because it's so sinful.
Yeah. Well, they blame the Democratic stronghold of California on Hollywood and its influence. Its influence over the entire country and primarily
and the world, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, because all of California is Hollywood.
Yeah. Well,
just like I think all of Michigan is Detroit.
How else could Will and Grace have gone on for so many seasons?
Thank you.
And yet none of Texas is Austin.
It works the exact opposite. Dang.
MAGA Book. What is that?
Yeah,
what
it's
is
a
that?
thing.
Just like a Facebook group?
No,
It's basically like Facebook.
It's another social media platform.
Mm-hmm.
And the other popular one that's been promoted on Twitter was Parler.
I was just gonna say, is it Parler?
No.
It's like that.
But there's like MeWe, Parler, MAGA Book. There's a Minds, Gab. There's a whole bunch of them that they basically pop up, and they get populated by people who feel they are censored and or popular people who get banned from Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
They say, well, then they get banned from Facebook. They go on Twitter and they say, I'm moving to Parler. And then, thousands of people follow them. And then they, these services, they get popular for a while and then they kind of die down. But they are like just completely filled with mostly far right-wing, whatever you want to call it. But it's not a balanced platform. Now, Facebook probably isn't either, but it's basically like communicating in the shadows.
So say Trump does leave.
Like
What is he doing next? Is he going to start like parading?
A lot of people think that he's going to start building a media platform, and that's why he's attacking Fox News, because he's going to be in direct competition with Fox News. So it's a calculated attack, so that he can build up his own thing, and his platform would be like InfoWars type platform.
Yeah. Oh God.
But he would just going right back to television. Came right from television. 4 years in the White House, then right back to television.
But if he doesn't concede, and he has say 10 or 15 million solid supporters that were not Republicans, but they're like fervent Trump supporters. That's like a built-in fan base that to get his new media empire started. And he'll probably draw in some talent from like Fox News and OAN to start up.
From San Quentin.
I wish.
Well, I mean, there is some tax evasion in New York State that he will have to face once he's out of the presidency.
Somebody told me that, and I thought it was like conspiracy theory from the left. I didn't put much stock in it, but somebody told me that New York is just waiting to indict him, but you can't indict a sitting president.
Right.
No, for real. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can look at what the Attorney General of New York City or state has going on.
Well, the latest, my favorite conspiracy is that the day on January 19th, he's going to resign. Then Pence will be the president, and then pardon him, and then he'll just walk off into the sunset, a free man.
There you
Wow.
go.
Oh my God.
That would be the freaking day.
Well,
I just realized I'm so glad that I'm not going to have to write Donald Trump in my kid's baby book.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Who's the president? Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, that is it.
that's good.
Hot flashes. So,
Man.
Yeah, Giggler has the background.
Oh.
What did something happen behind me?
no, just kids going back and forth.
Oh,
Yeah, bunny ears, peace sign.
That's the extra entertainment. You see
yeah.
the children running.
It's actually gone pretty smoothly. Oh, but one of them is naked. So
Okay, that not here.
We're gonna have to edit that out.
Yeah.
We'll edit that out.
Gonna have to do some pixelation. Damn.
oh, he's getting diapered. I think we're good.
Oh.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
I have 3 boys, 4, 6, and 8, and when they're naked, well, they're very proud. You got to keep the camera covered.
Oh, it's
I'm
funny.
glad you're raising your sons without, what are those called? Body issues?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They've got no body. I wish they had just a little bit of body issues.
How do you
Have
how
you
do
no
you-
shame?
how do you cause minor confidence problems?
yeah. Because
Just a
there
little
have been a couple of occasions where we've caught one of them out in the front yard without anything on.
Which one? The smallest one? I feel like your littlest
pretty
one is
sure-
the troublemaker.
I'm pretty sure they've each done it at different points, but at age 4 or under, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, babies.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was
I
going to
remember
tell another
when-
story, but I'll hold off on that.
Well, we'll edit that later. I remember your whole cookie
we won't.
experiment. No,
How are the cookies? Yeah, so you still have the
Yeah,
stack
my-
of cookies? Or
My wife called the cookie experiment a failure and canceled it. So
Well-
yeah. it didn't
What was the
work out.
cookie experiment?
So I had this theory that if we left cookies out and available for the kids on the kitchen counter, that they would sort of learn to naturally sort of not hoard them, and they would use them responsibly.
use this for your future child.
Now I want to argue on my side. Of course, she thinks I'm wrong, but on my side, I think the 6-year-old and 8-year-old were kind of getting it, but the 4-year-old is out of control. Just eating cookies all day.
It's sugar. It's good. I'm going to eat it. Yeah.
So were they supposed to learn by like severe stomach aches every day to like learn moderation?
When I was a kid, we didn't have much money, and you didn't have cookies. It just wasn't available. And so when they were, you tended to hoard them, right? I don't think my parents ever bought a bag of cookies that survived more than half an hour in our house. And so I was thinking, if these kids learn that these things are available to you, you don't have to hoard. You can just go have one when you want one. And that was my theory. But yeah, my wife.
Well, you can
canceled
have
the
them
experiment.
in the house.
I think
like-
she thought the 4-year-old was getting fat. So, which I feel like might have hurt his feelings, but it's okay because I gave him a cookie to cheer him up. So.
Oh my, okay. And that's how you induce a little bit of, confidence doubt.
Well, I had a family member who said that he used to really love eating cheese and he would eat slices and slices of cheese just over and over again. And finally, my grandma just gave him a block, and he started eating the block of cheese, and he learned not to eat that much cheese the hard way.
So, Giggler, the problem with your experiment is that they have to hoard them from one another. So if one doesn't take it, the other two will. So it's it's competing for resources.
That's true.
I think Stidix is right. I should have waited until the 4-year-old was a little bit older, and then the experiment has to run a bit longer.
Yeah,
to really get
at least
good results.
until the first pre-diabetes diagnosis.
They're
were
sugar-free cookies.
After that, the trial is over. We've hit an unexpected result.
They were not doing too badly, except
Well,
the 4-year-old.
I actually
Yeah,
tried
ready
that
for
with my
everybody.
cat just recently. Like my cat keeps begging for treats. Like he'll just cry and cry for treats. And so finally, every time he cried for a treat, I actually gave it to him, and now he doesn't do it anymore. Because he knows. What I did was I started giving it to him consistently in the morning, in the middle of the day, at night. And
Oh,
so
even
now,
with it not asking.
now he doesn't ask for treats. He knows he's going to get them.
Yeah.
See, Jenna's
I
on board
hear
with the cookie
cats
experiment.
are really feel happy when there's a regiment, when things are consistent, and so yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Well,
After I became an atheist, my cat became a person. It's weird.
It was an inanimate object, and now it has personhood.
Yes, it was. This is a thing, a pet that owes me gratitude, owes me satisfaction, right? And then after I became an atheist, for some reason, my way of thinking shifted, and I was like, no, he's his own creature, like he's his own thing. He has feelings and he has desires, and he gets happy and sad too. So I started treating him differently, and now he snuggles like close. And he likes my pregnancy breath too, because he'll sleep on my stomach and just stick his face in my mouth. Anyway, we've gotten closer. It's very interesting. Yeah.
I wish I had a pet. My sister won't allow it in the house. Terrible.
Might read a bit too much into atheism. What does that mean? I wonder.
Aesthetics, you got some explaining to do.
Aesthetics, you are challenging her.
Yeah, her cat.
Because I'm not attributing it to the atheism. I'm saying that's about the time when my brain was shifting and I was learning things where I just developed that way. It's more of a time reference. So.
No, but I definitely know people who look at animals as inanimate objects, things that, or if they do have a personality, it's superficial.
Yeah, my whole family was like that. They was like, no, you teach it, you control it.
Yeah, you have dominion over the
Dogs. The thing. I find it interesting how one's perspective does change from when you deconvert. So I don't know. It's funny how when a person does deconvert, they go through different. They don't always go through the same phase. Like you have that angry, you have that depressed, or you have that whatever. And I don't think I didn't transition to the angry, or at least I haven't had the angry yet. It just kind of looped from sad, happy, sad, happy. I don't know.
If you're not angry yet, I don't know that you'll get angry.
Probably not.
We gotta work on your anger, your angerless issues.
Because the anger usually comes from like that anger at being lied to, feeling lied to, and the shock of it.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, and I get that. I do. But I think for me, just because I'm still with my family since I'm closeted, it still kind of surrounds me. So it doesn't so much affect me like in a too much with anger, so much as that it affects me just that I feel bad because I don't believe in this, but I still kind of participate just to save face. And then I feel for them and how it benefits them and helps them. But for me, I'm just like, I'm good. I don't know. It's an awkward position I'm in. Awkward.
Oh,
yeah.
He says it was a joke about cat becoming a person when I became an atheist.
There was some magic going on there.
Oh,
jeez.
That's funny.
Like you're confusing atheist with witch.
Right.
It's just my familiar. My familiar.
That's what I was going to be for Halloween. Because have you seen like the paddle boards in Canada? There are witches on paddle boards.
Oh.
It looks.
Jeez.
Sorry,
I have it ready.
That was funny to me.
What'd you say, Giggler? Oh, I thought Giggler was going to say something.
Oh, I think he's talking to kids.
Oh, yeah. Oops.
There we go. Now I'm unmuted. Yeah, my 4-year-old was crying a minute ago, so I have to mute and unmute. And I was in Discord earlier today, and I was sort of debating with a Christian. And he said at one point, he said, "Would you mind if I pray for you?" And I said, "Actually, I'd be flattered. You know, I know that you believe I'm in danger, and I know that you believe it works, and yeah, I'm touched and I'm flattered." And then I realized that he meant like right then.
Oh.
No, let's not do it now.
It's a private.
You do it on your own time.
Yeah.
Jenna, show that picture.
Oh, I like it.
Oh. What's this? Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
That's great.
Oh, I love it. I have to do that now.
Where would you paddleboard though? I've never been paddleboarding.
You have a lake?
Yeah, there's a lake 5 minutes from my house.
Nice.
It's a river that's been dammed, and so it runs right through Austin. The Colorado River.
Oh yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. It's pretty. Anybody else paddle or any kind of biking or hiking or?
I am very indoors.
Really?
Terrible.
That's okay.
I had a bad habit of not leaving the house before COVID. I'm just an utter hermit now. Yeah, it's awful.
I do a lot of running. I used to do when I was in the military. I did a lot of hiking, quite a bit. A lot of running, a lot of
hiking.
Yeah.
Weren't you a submariner?
Yeah, but I was in Pearl Harbor, so I was in Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
But I've been hiking in on Oahu and Maui, and then I hiked Mount Fuji in Japan. That was like 13,000 feet. So I went hiking like pretty much everywhere we went when we were deployed. So it was, it takes a while to get used to, but I have a lot of pictures on my Facebook page. But once you get up there, it's like really rewarding to be on a mountain and just kind of see everything.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. But I never got like super into water sports. Like I went like tubing and I ride jet skis, but nothing where I'm in control of propelling myself forward.
Okay.
No, I used to be outdoorsy, but not currently. I'm afraid of the sun.
Yeah,
Yep.
This is my color. What? So,
but just working around the house is about is my speed right now. But hey, you can get some exercise, working a shovel or a rake.
Yeah,
you can.
Yeah, my partner actually is an irrigation technician.
Nice.
And he was strong, and now he's built, like just from shoveling and digging all day, every day. It's cool. It's a good workout.
Have any of you ever tried disc golf?
Oh yeah.
No.
I know people who do it and they love it.
Yep. Everybody I've ever heard of loves it. I'm like, I don't even know what it is.
And I think it's a lot more economical than real golf.
Oh yes. Yeah, especially the green fees. The green fees are much more reasonable.
You throw a frisbee into a basket.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Oh, okay.
Usually it's a par 3. I have seen some par 4 or par 5 courses, but those are really long. But we're talking feet, not yards. So if you're looking at a par 3, would probably be like 250 feet. A driver, and then one approach, and then a putt.
Yeah, I think just like in golf where you have different clubs for the different shots.
Yep.
In Frisbee, there's different Frisbees for different distances you're trying to
cover.
Really?
Well, that, and if you want it to, so a Frisbee has a interesting flight dynamic in that you when you throw it, it's going really fast and it's spinning really fast. And as it slows down and as the spin slows down, the angle of attack changes, so it'll turn over, it'll be going one way, and then it'll come back, depending on the type of disc that you're throwing. So, yeah, you can make it turn left, you can make it turn right, you can make it go straight.
My 6-year-old got a Frisbee for Christmas last year, and we've been playing a lot of catch with the frisbee, and he's already way better than me at throwing it. Like he'll throw it directly to me, and I'll throw it over his head, pop it away from it.
Yeah. Oh,
Aw.
thanks, Ollie, man. I guess he has a video of it, so he's gonna put it in. I guess ACD.
Yeah, I think he's a disc
Cool.
golfer.
Cool.
Yeah, there's a couple nice courses around me.
Well, maybe I should go buy a frisbee because I'm actually going camping this weekend with Eric and V and
sweet.
Thomas and Drew and Taylor.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah, just a
Yeah,
frisbee, just a throw around the circle. That'd be nice.
Yeah. It's a good idea. Thank y'all.
I like
Yeah.
frisbees.
I don't think I've ever played.
Well, good luck. 'Cause if,
Yeah.
if you've never used one,
played, it's gonna
if you've
be-
never used a frisbee, you're gonna get a good workout.
Maybe I should just bring a volleyball.
Yeah,
Yeah. Bring something you've used.
That's a good idea.
bring
Yeah.
both. No,
Bring
frisbee. It doesn't take long to get used to frisbee enough to throw it in a straight line.
Okay.
It does take a little while. Like the first few times, you're gonna throw it like way off, right behind you or something.
hooks on your finger.
Yeah. Like a lot of things are gonna happen.
That
and
was
yeah. So, but
Oh gosh.
just takes a few tries.
Yeah. Aw. Well, good luck on your camping. Or have fun on your camping. Good luck on your camping.
Thanks.
I hope.
Maybe really distanced.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
I
can
hope-
you I mean, where do you go camping in Texas, in Austin? Like
There's
by the
so
river?
many places. Yeah.
Okay.
There apparently all of the campgrounds this weekend are booked.
Mm.
All of them. So Thomas actually found an Airbnb where there's a guy renting out his land
Mm-hmm.
for campground, and it looks really beautiful. But it's on the river, so
Mhm.
we'll be able to fish or swim or whatever.
That's pretty sweet.
Disc
Yeah.
golf.
Just
Yeah.
Yeah, they usually float.
But there's the community kitchen, and we're like, no, let's just cook over the fire.
get real rugged.
Yeah, we'll do it the real way.
Hunt your own food. Starve to death in the woods. That'd be great.
Naked
law.
and was it naked and
Naked and afraid.
Yeah.
We're all a bunch of hippies.
It's perfect. Wow. Well, I guess we'll just wrap it up. Thank you, Jenna, for
that note.
being here.
Naked and afraid. See
I'm
ya.
afraid.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jenna, for being here so much. We appreciate you. Good luck and congratulations with your
Thank you.
pregnancy. I hope things go well. Thank you, Malty, of course, for being here. You're cool. Thank
You
you,
bet.
Gigler, for being here, and your 3 children in the back. And who wear your badge. of
So Malty's
honor
cool and I'm
proud.
not cool. I get it. I think
No.
that having those makes you cool, and so I'm on the outs. That's fair. That's fair. So when you guys say volunteering for the ACA, does that mean like joining? Because I've been thinking about it. Or do I have to actually
Well-
like leave my house to do something? Because
Well, you don't
I
have to
might not
leave
be
your
into
house,
that.
but you,
Okay.
you can fill out a quick application form, and you can start call screening. You can start learning all kinds of things. Just we'll figure out where you fit, moderating in the chats or whatever.
so is that the same as becoming a member?
You do have to
Nothing?
pay. I think it's like $25 to become a member.
Yeah.
I think they're
Wait,
different. You don't
do I get
have
a
to be a
membership card?
member.
No, you don't have to be a member to volunteer. No.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Two separate things then. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing that was mentioned is that you will need to have a Facebook account that you can use if for a volunteer role. Just
Okay.
Mhm.
FYI.
Yeah. All of the coordinating efforts are done through Messenger.
Yeah, you might need a YouTube account too.
All of that.
Alright. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got all those.
All that.
But
okay.
So it's
like if
easier.
you wanted to be a co-host, then you could ask and see what happens. I don't know.
Yikes!
Yeah.
Imagine that.
I mean, you already do such
see
great
you
work
on
for us.
Choose
on
One.
I
Monday.
can help Matt
Yeah.
yell at people. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just talk about Mormons for 3 hours a day.
Yeah. I give a spiel about Mormons.
Hmm.
You
I
already
don't-
do such great work for us on Mondays anyway with RFR.
I don't know if Jenna gets the Mormon inside joke, but everybody else probably does. I'll tell you the story sometime.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I've got a special attachment to Mormons.
It's called yard
I
work.
can't wait.
It's
Yeah.
an
Yard
epic-
work.
It's
It's
an
called
epic-
yard work. Nice.
Picnic on the front lawn.
Oh, Jesus. Well, thanks so much for joining us this evening. Please be sure to like the channel and the video. Join Justin and Jenna on the IF server Discord and on Facebook. The links are down below. So, thank you, cool people. You all are so awesome and special, and we continue to do great things, okay? Have a good night.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.